Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm looking at one of the 2020 inks from Lamy. This is Turmaline, which is designed to correspond with the special edition Lamy All-Star for this year, the same colour. So this is it on just on a swatch card. Got a little bit of the the Lamy mango there as well. But this is the Turmaline and it's the nice sort of aqua green colour. Bit of a sheen there, which is nice. Nice color. Let's look at it on some other paper. So here it is on Rhodia. This is the test page. Now I had this in a Lamy Safari, the violet edition, which is also one of the 2020 editions. Just a plain medium nib, but a nice nib nonetheless. So I think this is a very pretty ink. I think it's a great color and it looks excellent on the page. So a bit of sheen, nice shading, all of that sort of stuff. So I've put it through a few tests. I've tried it on a few different sorts of paper. So let's have a look at those while we start now. First thing we'll do is start at the top with the Tomoe River. And I think this looks nice. You can see the sheen there very nicely and lots of nice shading. It's a little duller, I think, on this paper than it is on the Rhodia, but I think it's sort of really nice colour. Got some nice depth to it as well. But lots of personality, which is nice about this ink. And, you know, nothing that's going to stand out sort of like a shimmer or anything like that. Here it is on some plain copy paper. This is the like standard 80 GSM copy paper. It's a nice sort of vibrant sort of green aqua there. And, you know, not too much feathering, not too much bleeding, really. It's pretty good, I've got to say. Like, better than a few other inks. So, very happy with that. And then if we look at it on really sort of student copy notepaper, this is just a Reflex Spyrex notepad. You can see there's a little bit more feathering, but this is not fountain pen friendly paper. This is pretty much the cheapest student notepaper I've got in my library, and there's a bit of bleed from that there. So if we look here also, this is on the Rhodia sheet. You get the water test I've done, which shows it pretty much takes the ink away, and you can see that here in the chromatography. There's nothing left where I've drawn the line. It's all drawn up and we get some nice yellows and greens and a really lovely vibrant blue, the same sort of blue that appears through Lamy Turquoise or the Pacific, depending on which version of that ink you happened to get your hands on. But nice sort of colouring there, but yeah, not a lot left behind, and that's shown there in the water test. So let's talk about the sort of like little scoring. Sheen is good. Yes, you do get some. In a wet pen you'd actually get quite a lot. Shimmer, no. Shading is good. Let's have a quick look at that again. So you can see there, like, lots of nice where the ink pools from the writing. You do get some nice shading happening, but it's not too pronounced. Like, the light is still very, very readable, and the dark looks great. Bleed, excellent. I've got to say, like, this is the back of the Rhodia. You know, nothing from the writing comes through. A little bit from the swatch, but that's to be expected. There's quite a lot of ink put down there. Feather, excellent. Wetness and flow is good. It's not a super wet ink, but it's nice and wet on the page. Concentration is excellent. Actually, from this water test, you could see even where it sort of took up a lot of the ink, it left behind sort of like a wash as that ink reconstituted with the water. Dry time is good, around 30 seconds on Rhodia. Water, as you can see, low. Cleaning is good. It's not sort of too concentrated and there's no staining or anything like that. So quite happy with that. I cleaned it out of another pen that I had it in, and it really washed out fairly easily. Now for value, in the US, the bottles of the ink are 50 mils. They retail for $12, and in Australia they retail for just under 20, which is not too bad at all. I think that's pretty good value. You can also get this in cartridge form. Now this is while the ink is available. At the moment it's only a 2020 edition, but we'll have to see what happens. Some quick color comparisons. Here I have Robert Oster Tranquility, which is a tiny bit more green, and then Monteverde, that's California Teal, which I think is actually quite green, especially when you see it in comparison to Turmaline there, or Turmaline. I'm not sure how it's said. That one. So for score, I have given this a 4 based on these criteria, not so much these first 3, but on these sort of performance criteria. I've given this a 4 out of 5. It's got low water resistance, but it does perform very, very well. And from a personal level, I've also given this 4. It's an excellent ink, and I think it's got a great color. I think it's a nice addition to the Lamy lineup, and one that I hope will be taken into their standard lineup. Actually, I think it fits in a nice space in their collection. So this was Lamy Turmaline, and interesting ink, nice for 2020, and I think matches the Lamy All-Star very, very well. They also released Mango, as you can see here on the card once again, to line up with one of the candy pens. They had Candy Mango, I think it's Aquamarine, and of course the Violet. Violet already having a cartridge, and I think this ink would line up quite well with the Aquamarine pen that they have released. So this was, as I said, Lamy Turmaline 2020 ink. Hope you found this video interesting and useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notifications button if you want to stay up to date with the videos that I produce. Please feel free to get in touch using any of the platforms listed below. You can find me on Instagram or Twitter at @the_offstage_me, or you can contact me on any of my videos here, or drop me an email, which is listed down below. If you've got products you think I should be looking at, get in touch and let's see what we can do. Or if there's a way you'd like to support the channel, drop me a message, and I'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, enjoy your pens and your ink, and I'll talk to you later.